Danny, every game over the past couple of months has been a big one, but away at Bradford in front of a massive crowd, that's got to make it the most important one now, hasn't it?
I think so. I think it's the next game. So ultimately for us, it's the most important game. The boys are in a good rhythm. I think they're in a good flow. They're enjoying their football. They're enjoying one another's company. And yeah, the ambition is for us to just keep trying to grow and get better.
Yeah, and we haven't kind of sneaked into the picture, if you like, into the conversation. I mean, does the fact that we're now right involved in it make it more difficult or easy because we know exactly what we want to do when we go out and play?
I think for us, we're trying to stay process orientated. We're a new group. We're a group that's only just come together at the start of the season. So we've got so much more to keep trying to work on and develop. It's been great to get on the training pitch again this week. We'd obviously went 5 games in 14 days, and they were great 14 days because we managed to win 5 games. And credit to the players because the efforts and the endeavours that they put in during that period was brilliant. But naturally, when you don't have so much, when you have games thick and fast, and you don't have so much time on the training pitch, then yeah, there's just a few areas. It's a bit like water. Nicky calls it like watering the plants. Just parts of the game that if you don't keep training and developing, then they just suffer. So it's been good to get back on the grass this week, and yeah, just to work on put a bit of detail into a few areas that hopefully will allow us to keep getting on the right side of these tight games.
And how much individual tailoring does there have to be at this stage of the season with players that might have played most of those last 5 games in 14 days and others that obviously need a bit more training because they haven't probably had the minutes they might have liked?
Yeah, I think for us it's adapting to everybody's individual needs. Naturally, when you get to this time of the season, like you've alluded to, we have some boys that have played 35 plus games, and you know, we also have boys in the group that are 17, 18, 19, just learning their trade, and others in the group that are 34, soon to be 35. So yeah, that balance between fitness and freshness, I think, you know, we always train with intensity. For some of the players, the volume just becomes less, but the intensity is always there, and this is important because ultimately we want to play the game on the front foot. We want to play with high energy and high intensity and be really aggressive. So we have to train in this way if we want to play like that.
And how big an achievement was it to win those 5 games in a row in such a short space of time?
Yeah, it was a great effort from the group. I thought. What I loved about it is everybody contributed. My favourite win was the Saturday game against Fleetwood, because when it's the 5th game in the 14 days and you play a team that had a clean week and a full week to prepare, for the players to find the levels they did was incredible. I was so proud of the efforts, and sometimes you have to go to the well. And I think for Nicky and I, it's always it's always a good moment when you see a group of boys working really hard and getting the rewards for that hard work. I thought, you know, it wasn't just the players, the staff have just been brilliant in this period of time, and the supporters as well. You know, it's been busy for everybody, and yeah, Saturday it felt like everybody came together, which was great. We know this Saturday it's going to be very different. We're going to be going to a ground which is a Premier League ground and a Premier League club. We have a lot of respect for Bradford City. I suppose mine and Nicky's connection with Lincoln City and with the Bradford Fire and the involvement in that, and obviously Stacey and West, the 2 people that lost their lives from Lincoln. I think we always have a deep respect for Bradford City as a football club. It's a huge club. It has a huge history and tradition. Like I said, ultimately a Premier League club. Here today, for whatever reason, they find themselves in League 2. I don't think it will be for long. They have a very good manager. They have some players that are just above the level. This is just the reality. When you're a big club like Bradford, you can normally sign players that are above the level. They will obviously have over 20,000 in the stadium on Saturday. It's going to be a huge ask for us as a team, as a squad, as a football club. But we're going to go there and try to be really determined, try to be really resilient, and ultimately, try to be the best version of us.
And obviously, over the course of the season, both home and away, our fans have backed the lads, you know, throughout every game. They're going to have to do some work to make themselves heard, aren't they, on Saturday?
Yeah, they've been amazing. You know, our away support. It doesn't matter where we go, we always get numbers. It doesn't matter how many games we have, they just seem to always come and get behind us. And yeah, I think they're going to be up against it on Saturday for sure. But no doubt they will find a way of making themselves heard, and we know that they'll be with us. And for us, this is something that is so important to the group. And yeah, it won't feel like 11v11 on Saturday, because Bradford will obviously have a huge crowd behind them, but we may not have the numbers, but we know that we have the love of the Colchester United supporters, and they'll be doing all they can for us. That'll be for sure.